Make sure y'all want to get some merch. Go to gas5.shop. Man, we got the hats, we got the t-shirts, we got the rugs, we got the cups, we got everything you need.
Yeah, everything you need.
So make sure you go to check that out. And if you need some bottles delivered to your house, go to cwspirits.com. Use that promo code GAS5. Get you a discount. Don't tell nobody though, because we don't want you to like share our discount code, man. That discount code for you for listening. That's for you for listening. So be exclusive and use that discount code.
It's a good ass vibe, good ass time whenever we link, whenever we meet. Good ass mood, good ass drinks, good ass rap on this good ass beat. It's hot, it don't need a hook, and I got flights I need to book. Good ass rhymes, good ass bars, good ass flow, good ass job and I'm making good ass dough. I talk what I talk, know what I know and keep it real. This a good ass show, that gas with Drees and Shell.
Hey, when you hear that, you already know it's going to be a good ass show, man. It's your boy 2-3 Jason. You know who I'm always with. I'm with
your boy Shelltrevon, man. Y'all already know what to do. Follow me on Instagram, SHELLTREVON. Let's go gas.
This week, man, we gonna be sipping on something because it's seasonal. You know what I mean? It's not out around all year round. It's out during this time, which is the winter time right now. December about to be a new year that fast.
Yeah,
this year go by fast as hell.
Already about to be 2023.
That's crazy when you think about it. You've been out of school how many years now?
Yeah, we graduated 2008.
Yeah.
A long ass time.
Right.
A long ass time, man.
It's crazy how time is flying. I can't believe it's about to be a new year already, man. We've been doing this, posting to YouTube for 6 months now.
6 months, man. Feel like just yesterday for real.
Yeah, time go by fast, man. Time's been going by fast. But listen, today we're going to backtrack to one of the first shows we did before we started recording on TV. We had the ATU radio, where we'd be on the radio every week, be live. Yeah, but that episode is lost, so we can't go back to it and listen to it.
No, it was a good episode too.
Yeah. So we figured that we backtrack a little bit, right?
Yeah.
What you were saying? It was good.
Because, it was good because that was when you first talked me into doing this. You know what I mean? And it was going to be live on the radio, so it wasn't no cameras in front of us at that time. But we had some people tuned into the radio station, and just getting the feedback from it was kind of dope.
Yeah.
You know, when you're talking to people on the radio, all they have is your voice, so they have to listen to you and envision the things that you say about, you know, what stories you're telling, things like that. When it's a little different when you're watching them on camera, but when you're just listening and you trying to envision what, you know,
but
the storytelling.
But she actually painted a good picture.
Yeah, it was dope. And it was fun.
Yeah. Cause I actually that was one of the comments I got. He was like, man, when Shell was describing his first time in Miami, it really painted a picture for me, and I can felt like I was there.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to do that today. I don't got my notes like I had last time, but I mean, we're gonna try to read.
Yeah. So what we're gonna talk about is a big question we get, or a lot of people are curious about because they think about doing it, and sometimes take a little bit more courage, a little belief, because it's like the feeling of not knowing is hard to overcome sometimes. And this is basically relocating. You mean leaving somewhere you've been all your life to try something new in a place that you probably haven't spent a whole day in before.
And you might not even like it.
Right.
That was like one of the things I had to think about, you know, when I decided to move. It was like, man, I might move down here and hate it. But, you know, you got to be willing to take that risk. And, you know, if it's something that you envision for yourself or you dream about, you always, you know, wish you could do this. Yo, sometimes you just got to go do it and find out later.
Yo, speaking of that, right, when you said, like, you wish you could do something, and basically, I realized something the other day, right? I was like, I was somewhere, and the people right next to me was like speaking Spanish, and I was like, man, I wish I could speak fluent Spanish. But I thought, like, I can. Like, I do just do it. You know what I mean? I can sit there, do Rosetta Stone, do what's the other one called?
They got little games. Maybe it was called Duo. I think it was something. It was something.
It's so many different ways.
Free app.
It's YouTube. It's so many different ways I can actually learn, practice, and put the time in to actually speak Spanish. And that's up to me. That's not like something impossible to do. You know what I mean? And I realized that thing. A lot of times people are like, man, I wish I can do that. The only thing that stops you from doing that most of the time is you. 95% of the time that stops you from doing that thing you wish is you.
Yep.
So that's one of the things with relocating.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to mention that because that really just happened to me recently. I just step back and think like, it's only me stopping me.
Hey man, if you want to do it, just go do it, man. Do some research. Ask some people that have done it before or are doing it, at the same time. Then just do it.
So before you relocated, did you know anybody that relocated before?
Well, actually, coming here, I could talk to my aunt and my uncle, because they left Philly. Well, my uncle's from New Jersey, my aunt is from Philly, and they were living in Jersey before they came to Tampa. But yeah, they decided. My uncle came down here to visit one time to visit his brother, and he loved it here, and went back home to New Jersey and told my aunt like, hey, we about to pack it up. We about to go to Florida. So that's what they did. Probably, man, it's got to be over 20 years now. So those were the people that I went to ask for advice on relocating.
Mm-hmm.
What about you? Well, besides me.
Yeah, I didn't know anybody that actually relocated. Yeah, I'm really trying to think right now. Do I know somebody that relocated? No, not really. Kinda. But it wasn't this far because my cousin, he went to Millersville.
Yeah.
And then he stayed out in Lancaster because that's where he went to college.
Okay.
So it's kind of like staying there because you went to college.
Yeah.
It wasn't like.
That's kind of what I was thinking about when after I asked you that question. I'm like, well, you went to college, so I'm sure it's plenty of people that's picked up and moved to go to college. I guess they still go back home, but
Yeah, but so a lot of times people stay where they go to college at. They don't never return home. But yeah, that's the only thing I can really think of, and I kind of think that's the reason why it was like I was more willing to take that jump because I never went to my neighborhood school except when I was like young. Mm-hmm. So I always had to go to a whole different neighborhood, which is like people might not think that's a difference, but when you forced to go. Get out your comfort zone right there because all your friends from your block, they go to the same school, so they always around each other in school. They come home, they around each other.
Right.
But you gotta go out and meet these new people. Go out to this school, meet this new people. Go out to this school. So I guess that kind of helped me to.
And who talked you into getting out of the neighborhood?
Not talk me.
This
was
the school you was going to.
There was no choice. I wanted to go to grad, so it was no choice.
Okay. I think I was kind of different. Well, actually, no, because. When I went to my neighborhood school, I went to Fulton Elementary School, and I went to my preschool was down the block from my elementary school, but my elementary school was Fulton, in Germantown, and then my mom told me after first grade, she was like, "Yep, you going to this school, you getting out of the neighborhood, my girlfriend's kids go to this school out at Roxborough, so you won't go to that school." And I was like, I really had no choice. I didn't know where I was going.
Yeah.
So, but it changed my life though, for real, because I met. When going to school in Roxborough, you meet people from all over the city.
Yeah, it's not just everybody from right away.
Right. So I had friends in North Philly, West Philly, Germantown, Mount Airy, Roxborough, Chestnut Hill, all over the city for real. So that was like the first.
You probably don't think about that happened to you when younger. Yeah. Put you in a position you were down.
Yeah.
And made it kind of easier to I can do this. Yeah. You're not thinking about it, but it could play a part of it. So if you had given anybody advice about the process of relocating, where should that person start?
Well, first off, I would say that you kind of want to. Reflect on yourself. What is it that you look forward to in wherever you decide to relocate in? For me, it was beaches, the warm weather. I knew I wanted to live somewhere where it was warm. When I was 22, our first trip to Miami, that was when I found out that I loved being at the beach. I didn't know what it was. It was just something about being at the beach.
You didn't live that far from the beach in Philly.
Oh man, it doesn't compare. It doesn't compare. You talking about going to Atlantic City? If you live in Philly, Atlantic City or New Jersey is our beaches. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's like a 45-hour drive from Philly, but man, it wasn't the same as Miami, man. It wasn't the same as coming to Florida's beaches.
Well, what's the difference with the people listening? Because people, you think beach is a beach.
Well, one year we did go to we was in Philly. We still living in Philly. We flew out to Miami and spent the weekend or whatever in Miami. Beautiful, you know what I'm saying? Beautiful time. And then after that trip, we went directly back to Atlantic City.
And this is Memorial Day weekend, a holiday weekend.
So Miami Beach, I think about Miami Beach. When you asked me to go, I didn't really think about that. I didn't really think about going for real, because I was like, nah, I never took no road trips or nothing like that at the time.
Never took like a guy's trip.
Yeah, I never took a guy's trip as an adult, like getting out of the city. Because at the time I'm 22, I'm not. You know what I'm saying, all I know is work for real. And then you asked me to go, and I'm like, nah, I'm gonna just go and chill, whatever. And I just took some time to think about it. I'm like, man, I do got the money. Like, why don't I just get up and take this vacation with my boys? Like, I've never been here before. I've never experienced it before. I was like, let's just see what it's like. You know what I'm saying? So I booked the trip. I ended up getting to Miami before everybody else. I was the last person to book. Ended up having like the best flight. I got there before everybody else. And then I would take a shuttle to the hotel, and that's where I was gonna meet y'all at. And when I got on the shuttle, and when we left Philly first off, it was snowing. It was cold, snowing. You know what I'm saying? I got a coat on, a book bag, like I'm ready for the winter.
Oh man,
man. You know what I'm saying? and I land in Miami, and it's freaking 85, 90 degrees.
Ooh, take the jacket
You know what
off.
I'm saying? It's lovely. Take the jacket off, throw it in the bag.
Pull the shorts out.
Yeah. So I hop on the shuttle going to the hotel. We just driving through Miami down South Beach, man. I'm just talking about the blue skies. Like the palm trees was just so green. Clouds was white, looked like you could grab them out the sky. You know what I'm saying? I see all the buildings is colorful. The bikinis, you know what I'm saying?
That half-naked woman.
Yo, man, every which way. You know what I'm saying? My head is damn near sticking out the window, like, and all of what's going on because I just left cold,
dark,
gloomy, wet, you know what I'm saying? 0 below Philly. And at the same time, I can land in Miami and it just be paradise. And I was like, what the hell? Like, I gotta change some things, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that joint was beautiful. I forgot the question that fast. I just started thinking about it. I'm like,
no,
man,
we just talking about the device. Where would you start at?
So find a place that you want to enjoy. What do you enjoy out of life? You know what I mean? Like if you like snow and cold stuff like that, you find out that you like Alaska, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Move to Alaska.
You like the mountains?
Yeah.
Move to Tennessee.
Right.
And you like the woods, the country, you mean?
Yeah.
Look into those places.
Yeah, so you just gotta figure out, more about you and what you enjoy, when you're not working hard and busting and grinding. So find out where you wanna live at. And then of course you need a job. You gotta have some money, you gotta pay the bills. So you gotta
I think another big thing, before even like the job and stuff, I think you wanna check out the cost of living.
Yeah.
Cause like Tampa at that time,
Tampa
cost
cheap.
of living was like one of the cheapest places in America.
Cheap, yo. It was cheap.
But if you were like, a lot of people say I want to move to LA, the cost of living in LA is ridiculous. You get gas for $6-7 a gallon.
You're right.
A loaf of bread $10. So that's something you might want to take account. I mean, if you are an entrepreneur and you got your business plan, that may be something different. But if you're just trying to go work the same job you worked before, the cost of living might be a big factor of you deciding where you want to live.
Yeah. So I'll say take that into the same bubble as finding out where you want to live. You know what I'm saying? Like the things that you want to do in your free time, what you can afford. I look at the demographics of the city. If it's I that'll be because I'm in Tampa, but when I was thinking about going to Houston, I was thinking about like what's a big city that I would want to live in, like is it a place where I feel like minorities are prospering, stuff like that. Like I put that all in the same bubble.
Respect my man, dog. You see this play?
I don't know. we just got a replay of the Eagles Giants game.
I'm just saying, respect my man.
Yeah.
Come on, man, play it, run it.
And then like once you do your research on the city, like find something that you enjoy, do your research on the city, and then go visit. You know, visit multiple times. I visited Tampa multiple times before I actually decided to move. Yeah.
I only visited one time.
You visited one time? Yeah, because you just knew you wanted to get to Florida. You ain't really, you know what I'm saying? You wanted to get to Florida and you wanted to know somebody that was there, I think. You know what I'm saying? You was going to figure out the rest later. But yeah, I visited multiple times though. Mm-hmm. One, because I came to check out the city, and then two, because I was coming down here for interviews. Mm-hmm. So I took a couple flights. Actually, I took one flight down here for interviews. I lined them all up in the same day. You know what I mean? That worked out. Flew down here for a day and then flew back after my interviews. But,
that's how it was for me. I mean, I did the interview and spent some time. I remember we went to the Kennedy. I said, I'm moving here. The interview that day, that night, went to the Kennedy. I said, yeah, I'm moving here.
Yeah, we had a good time, man. We had a good time.
I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I remember that joint. I remember that. But yeah, you want to visit where you're planning on living. You want to learn the areas, learn the neighborhoods, because when you go back home, you're not going to be there. So all you're going to have to remember what area is called which, how far it is. Like, this is stuff that you're just going to have to kind of envision in your head, because you're going to line up a job and you're going to have to start lining up where you're going to live at. So you kind of want to have those in close proximity if possible, because moving to a new city, like traveling to work, is not something that you really want to like waste your time on, in my opinion. Like, you want to be out like learning this.
The last time you traveled.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but that was the advice that was given to me, though. You know what I'm saying? That was the advice that was given to me. Like, you wanna live in kind of close proximity to where you work and live, because you want to spend those hours, you know, learning the city that you just moved to. You know, you want to spend more time enjoying yourself. You know, you don't want the stress of just driving back and forth. Yo, if you driving an hour there and an hour back, like, that's 2 hours like out your day that you could be learning your new city, man. So that's how I like to spend my time. Yeah, man.
I wouldn't recommend that for anybody.
What?
Driving an hour to
work.
Oh
yeah. No, when I lived in Philly, I did do that. Yo, traffic. Hell yeah, from Germantown to South Philly.
Damn.
Monday through Friday.
My homie. So my homie, he graduated from college in Baltimore, but he's from Philly. And when he first graduated from college, he was still working in Baltimore, but he was living in Philly, and he was going to work from Philly to Baltimore every day. I'm like, that's
crazy. I don't recommend that. I don't recommend it.
But now he like he a big dog at September, like he really big dog.
Okay, big dog.
Actually, he was Donzel. He was DJing at the live show.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Him.
All right, I wonder if you know my pop. Yeah, man. But you moving to a new city, man. You know, you wanna make a little blueprint, learn the areas and stuff like that. Like I said, like if you could get your working job in close proximity, you know, it's just less of a headache for you. You know what I mean? Because you already gonna have other things going through your mind and stuff like that. So
yeah, I definitely agree with that, man. And I want to add to that. You said we talking about the first 2 steps, right?
Yeah.
You want to relocate.
Where you want to live and paying your bills.
Yeah. And the rest is like more so. I feel like is the battle with yourself. You know what I mean? Convincing yourself to actually leave everything you know, being comfortable. Because you may have at your like where you lived there all your life, you got all your friends, all your family. You spend time with
your support system. Your support system.
You got your car you may have to give up. You got your house that you lived in for the last 10 years. You may have to give up.
You got to find a new barber. Oh, man, that's scary for us.
Yeah, you might have to find a new person to do girls do your eyebrows. You know, they don't like one person do their eyebrows all their life. They they get the same pedicure from the same people. So you have to discover all that. The food is not the same.
That's a big adjustment, man. It's a big adjustment.
There's like little things people may not think about, but like it's gonna be a lot different.
A lot of things to consider that you may not be. You may think about it off top, but man, it's worth it though.
Yeah, and just when you do that, man, just believe in it is a bigger purpose, because this may be the best thing that you ever decided to do, and if not, you can always go back to what you was more comfortable with. If you don't feel like it doesn't work, but don't give up at it.
Yeah.
When it's get hard at the first time, ride it out for. It's getting hard, ride it out. Give me 6 more months. If it's still hard, give me 6 more months. And after that, I say like, if it's not for you, it's something you don't really like, something you can't deal with, I feel like you should go back.
I mean, even if you don't go back, you just learn how to relocate.
Yeah.
So if you don't like it in one place, you can relocate to another place.
Right. That's a fact. So
For me, it was all about, experiencing something new. I was tired of doing the same thing that I did when I was a kid as an adult. It was like, yo, on my trip to Miami, I was like, I met so many people from different places, like around the country and around the world, that I was like, and I made friends with those people. So some of them I still got relationships with to this day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's
Brittany
over
with
10
the show.
years. Like, that's over 10 years of, connections that I made with people just because I decided to go on a vacation or relocate.
Mm-hmm.
And it brings other experiences to that. These people, they might have grown up doing something that you've never grown up doing, and they could put you on. They like, I'm like, yo, I never did this before. Like, this is decent. Y'all been doing this your whole life? Like, I'm like, I like this. Or I meet a lot of people that I know for sure I would have never been in different type of circles if I just stayed in Philly. Like,
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And like for me, like even trying new things, for example, like it's plenty of comedy shows in Philadelphia, but just being open, because I moved here, I was more open to trying new things, like going to comedy shows.
Yeah.
I never went to a football game when I lived in Philly.
I went to a hockey game. Like,
I went to hockey game. I went to like 20 football games since I left. I was more open to trying food trucks festivals, doing 5K runs, like so many different things I was open to because I was just open to moving. It just like a chain reaction, like I can try this, I can try that, and even doing this, something new to try.
I never thought about doing this, but
So I think just like little things that help you grow that you may not even pay attention to. So just taking that risk of something, especially if you're miserable where you are, you're miserable with your job.
You ain't got nothing to lose.
You're miserable with where you live at. You ain't going outside and you seeing trash on the ground. That may not be your area. You may live in a clean area. I'm just saying, for example. Or
you ain't got nothing to lose.
Yeah, why not?
If you feel like something internally is like, yo, I feel like I should do this, then do it, man. Just do it. Like we just set up here and say, yo, time go by fast.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've been here, next July, it'll be 8 years that I've been here.
Right.
Time goes by fast. That's like a whole nother lifetime. Like
that's
10 years.
That's 2 years in college.
Yeah,
it's 2 terms in college. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah. So it's like, damn, I did this for
that's 2 terms as president.
And what's crazy, I can still pick up and go somewhere else and put another 10 years in, and it'd be a whole new experience.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It'll be a whole new experience.
Yeah.
So that's just the way that I think about it.
And I don't want like people. A lot of people make excuses for themselves. I make excuses for myself. You make excuses for yourself. So I just tell people like, just think about it. Let's take a second and think about it. Is it really an excuse or is it really a reason? Because people say my reason, but a lot of times it be excuses. It's not really a real reason. It's like I was saying about the learning a new language. I mean, it's just an excuse that I didn't learn a new language. I can do it. There's no reason for me not to. Like a real reason would be like I don't have access to the internet or I don't have access to a library or you know what I mean. That's a real reason.
Yeah.
But a lot of times we make excuses for ourselves. So I want people to think for them like, is this really a real reason I can't do this, or is this just an excuse I'm making up for myself not to try?
You're just scared.
You know
Some
people
don't even want to say that. It's like, yo, you scared. Just say that you scared. You know what I'm saying? But that's okay though. There's nothing wrong with being scared. Was the part that's gonna hurt you is if you don't do it, is if you don't try.
You don't want to get to that point in life where you on your deathbed and you say, man, I wish I did this or I wish I did that. That's how I think when I try to do things. But like, I'm laying on my deathbed. You ain't gonna think about that 60-inch TV, that 70-inch TV you didn't get. You're like, damn, man, I wish I would have took that trip. I wish I would have did that. I wish I would have spent more time with this person. That's the things you think about. You don't think about the material things. Because I see a lot of my people I know, you know what I mean? That's what they into. So I'm not going to knock people for what they do. I mean, that's what they into. But
It's just if it's something that you want to do.
Yeah.
I mean, some people may not want to pick up and go nowhere. Some people may love where they at. You know, this is just for the people that actually do want to try something. If they actually do want to see other places.
But I love the people that finally do try it and then they addicted to it.
Yep.
Like you were saying, like, no, I'm gonna chill.
Yeah, well, one trip, and I was like, yeah, I'm going.
Yeah, we took like T.Y. His birthday day. Shout out to T.Y.
Yeah, happy birthday, T.Y.
His first, like, he went to the Eagles game. That was his first time ever going to an NFL game. He said that he called me like 3 days after. He's like, yo, send me the link to buy the tickets for the Eagles game. So I'm gonna go back next year.
Book a couple of them champs.
He said, I can't watch a game on TV no more. It's not the same. I need to see the whole field. Like, that's him experience at one time. He never thought about going to a game before, but just getting that experience, you know what I mean? He just like, I need to feel it again. And that's it happens a lot of times. A lot of times you may not know you like something until you actually do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I honestly thought that myself. I'm like, I don't want to stand in the crowd with all these people yelling and, but you do, it's a whole different atmosphere.
Yeah.
And even like when we went to a playoff game last year, it was a different atmosphere from the regular season game to the playoff game. Like, you could feel it. Like, it's a feeling I can't even describe. You could feel the atmosphere totally different.
And what happened when we went to the game at the playoff game? We met some people. We met some people.
The guy from the country club.
Yeah, he was a president of a golf country club. Like, you know what I mean, invited us to come play golf. I was like, damn, I never played golf before. So that's something else to think about. But you know, experiences, they just keep rolling and rolling over. You mean, you just gotta try it.
Just connect with more and more people, man. It's nothing to it but to do it, man.
For real.
I highly recommend it because I get a lot of people. I got a lot of people hit me up. Like, even people I haven't talked to in years, they see that I relocated. They hit me up like, "Hey, how did you do this? Like, is it scary? Yes, it's scary. Do you miss your friends and family? Yes. That's something you want to do. You want better because a lot of times people with kids hit me up. They say, I want better for my kids. I want to get them out of Philly. I want them to go to schools, better schools and stuff like that. You know what's so crazy, right? You know, Melissa worked with kids, and she told like one of the kids was like, man, I hate my school. It's like a jail. But you know they go out the classroom and switch classrooms like outside. Classrooms.
Like, son.
They don't go through metal detectors. They can go out for lunch.
No uniforms.
No uniforms. But she's like, I feel like I'm in prison. And Melissa was like, do you know in Philadelphia we had to go through metal detectors? We under one building. We don't go outside. You know, she light of day.
For a period of time, we couldn't bring cell phones.
Yeah, she said that too. And she's like, how can y'all not bring cell phones? How can you
sneak them Jones in? That is prison. Sneak them Jones in the
Yeah, and you know, we had the chains on the doors and shit, so you can't open doors.
Yeah. All those fire exits, emergency exits. No, them Jones was locked up.
Yeah, she was explaining that to her, like to the kids it's different, and she was like, "Oh my God, I don't know how y'all went to school, but that's the reality of stuff that we experience and we think is normal, but to other people it's like, what the hell?" So I just want the people to know there's more out there in life. It's so much shit. I was just in a barbershop, right? And the guy was asking me about snow and mountains. Like, he never saw snow, he never seen a mountain. He's like, yo, so you mean to tell me, like, when you look at the mountains, it's like up in the air, like you could. I'm like, yeah. When there's people in Philly, they be like, yo, send me a picture of a palm tree. Yeah. So it was so crazy, like from people not leaving and experience.
That used to trip me out. That used to trip me out when I first moved down here, and I would meet so many people that's never seen snow before, and I've seen enough snow for a lifetime, and I'm like, yo, that's crazy that they've never seen snow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It was just so funny. He's like.
These are adults, like these are grown people. They're
like, yo, for real, like snows like this, you could like pick it up and like really make a ball.
Yeah.
He's like, a mountain, when you see a mountain, it's like really high up in the sky, like higher than buildings. I'm like, yeah. But like, you talk to people in Philly, like they never went nowhere. They be like, oh, a palm tree? Send me a picture of a palm tree. That shit was probably fire.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's just a tree.
Yeah.
When people ask me about the lizards.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say that next. And the guy told me that.
Lizards is everywhere. I mean, like, they like ants.
Like the guy in the barbershop, he's like, so you mean to tell me there's no lizards in Philly? I'm like, no. People never seen lizards like that. Like, you don't see lizards just running around. No. It's cold. Yeah. They can't survive up there.
I heard Philly got rats now. That's crazy. See, Philly ain't had rats when I lived there. They ain't had rats.
They got
That's crazy. I was talking to somebody from New York. They said they got rats all over the place. And I was like, yo,
They
Philly
probably-
never had rats. They got rats now.
They probably got They had rats in places that you probably didn't even know. Like Kinnison always had rats.
They always had rats?
Yeah, Kinnison always had rats. Downtown always had rats.
I never seen them downtown though. I probably seen them like once or twice at behind a pizza shop or something like that.
Yeah, they
but the way
they
they
heavy.
But I heard they running around different now though.
Yeah, rats.
I heard they running around different now.
They like the zombies. Yeah. They come out in the daytime now.
So what do you say the pros are for you that since you moved down there?
The pros.
Yeah. I'm gonna do like pros and the cons of it.
The pros is the weather, the wintertime weather. Like when it's winter, it's like the perfect weather.
Mm-hmm.
The different experiences I could get to do within 2 hours. You can have 300 different total experiences.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like it's so. You can go see dolphins. You can go see cows. You can see fucking sharks. You can see alligators.
Yo, when I first seen armadillos just walking around the streets, I was like, yo, this is crazy.
Within that 2 hour driving distance,
Yeah.
you can like go experience so much different stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You could go to a lagoon. You could go to a beach. You can go to like a ranch. You could go to. It's like so much to do.
Yeah.
It's like you go to a theme park. You know what I mean? It's not that many options from where I'm. So I feel like it's so much. It's so much stuff that we didn't even scratch the surface of doing in Florida. It's like too much to even spin your head around. So that's it. It's just like the opportunity to do try new different things. Like even fishing, it's like 1,000 different species of fish you can fish depending on what area you're in.
Yeah.
It's like crazy to me.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think the weather. I love the weather here. Like the winter time. I really was kind of like selfish because my birthday is in November, so in Philly my birthday was always cold and rainy or snow. So when I moved down here, I was like, yo, the winter weather in Florida is probably the best weather because from like May to November is hurricane season. So that's like the hottest time of the year and it's like real humid. But the winter time here is not as humid. You get a nice chill like in the mornings and at nighttime, but then during the day it'll warm up. But you know, all around, even in the summertime though, with the heat, then you could go to the beaches, pool parties are popping. It's just the weather is just perfect for being outdoors, man. It's just perfect for being outdoors.
What's crazy to me, like at 80-degree weather, I'm at 80-degree day in July and an 80-degree day in December. It's the complete opposite.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
It's both 80 degrees, but in July you're gonna be fucking swinging ass.
From the time you walk out the door, from the time you wake up and walk out the door in July, oh my God, it's like yo, it's summer. But in the winter time, winter time here, it's like a nice gradual build up to the heat. You know what I'm saying? Then it'll take it back down at nighttime. Like you get to enjoy it a little bit more. But yeah, the weather, the beaches. Like I just didn't realize how much I enjoy being at the beach. I mean, you really don't gotta spend no money if you don't want to. You can literally just be out there on the sand, listening to the waves and stuff like that. I learned how to be a beach goer as I've been living here. Cause first I used to, when I first moved here, I would just have a backpack. You know what I mean, with like towel, like 2 towels, one for the ground, maybe a couple bottles of water, and maybe something, alcoholic to sip on. You know what I mean, not really prepared. You gotta have something to sip on, you know what I mean? And wasn't really prepared for the sun and all that type of stuff.
So you get burnt.
Oh man, my beach trips would be short at the beginning. But because I went so much, I learned, all right, if I want to chill how I want to chill, I gotta get me a tent. So I got me a little tent, protect me from the sun. Got me a little beach mat, nice large area that's gonna be cool, cause the sand could get hot too. You know what I mean? Some beach chairs, chill out there, cooler. I could have all my drinks, not just one bottle of water. You know what I mean? One little drink. I could have like multiple beverages, have my food in there. I could be out there all day, like just picnicking basically. You know what I mean? Take a little dip in the water, come back and just chill. Like, and it was nothing more relaxing than that for me at that time. Like just listening to the water, chilling outdoors and stuff like that, and still meeting new people out on the beach.
Yeah, I was gonna add that to it. You said never pro is. A lot of people that live here is not from here, so you meet people from all over. It's not like everybody here is from Tampa. I kind of rarely meet people that's from Tampa. Everybody's always from somewhere else. Yeah. So just meeting people and again their culture and understanding where they come from and just learning about different cities, different cultures and stuff like that is pretty cool to me too.
Yeah. And I would say, I can't say food because I feel like Philly food is better. But being in Florida, I didn't realize how much I enjoy like Hispanic food.
Yeah,
like
I'm gonna say the variety is kind of like
it's different. It's just different.
Because we got it's really a melting pot here. Yeah. People from Cuba, people from Dominican Republic, people from all over, man. Jamaica. Yeah. And you get
more islands.
Because we right there. It's a 2-hour boat ride for real. To get to these different places, and then you still got a lot of people from the United States that come from up north to move down. You got people from Canada that move down here too. Yeah. They're the snowbirds. All the people from Canada. And it's just, you just meet everybody here and they got all the different types of food. But if I had to pick food, I'm going Philly, man. I love my food.
Yeah. Philly food is better, dog. We haven't saying Philly food is better, but it was just different. It's just different here.
I don't like the fact I can't get like like go to a Poppy store or any breakfast store they be having in Philly and get like a bacon, egg, and cheese. Like regular bacon, egg, and cheese. You gotta go to like...
You gotta get you an empanada.
Go to McDonald's and get
you an empanada. You get you a potato ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just miss I miss breakfast sandwiches and breakfast platters from like the breakfast stores in Philly because you know it's one of everywhere.
This too line gonna be long.
I miss them.
Yeah. What else? Another positive. Like we said it before. Just connecting with people, meeting people, and trying new things. What's the cons?
What I was saying before, like holidays, being away from everybody, or like our annual cookout we have in Philly, but can't go to that. Yeah. Just being away from everybody is basically me and you here from Philly. And like all the like we can't just be like on Fridays just go hang out with everybody, go to Fat Tuesdays or like the shit that we normally would do. So that's kind of the cons, not being around everybody.
Yeah, I would say being around family, and friends. The same thing. Like I remember, I used to just pull up on somebody at their crib and just watch the games and stuff like that. Right. I will say football, sports. I do miss that, being around all Eagles fans, all Sixers fans, like being able to cheer with my home team. You know what I mean? Cause in Philly, sports is huge. So
yeah. I basically watched the Eagles.
It sucked when the Eagles won the Super Bowl. And I couldn't run outside and act a fool. Like, I wanted to act a fool so bad.
The Phillies went to the World Series and he was there.
Yeah, but the Eagles is different though. You know that. The Eagles is different. Eagles winning the Super Bowl is like...
You can't name a Phillies player other than Bryce Harper.
If I thought about it, you just put me on the spot like that. Dad, why you put me on the spot like that?
Name an Eagles player other than Jalen Hurts.
What you mean, other than Jalen Hurts?
Name an Eagles player other than Jalen Hurts.
Fletcher Cox.
All right, look, you did that.
Fletcher Cox.
So why you can't do Phillies?
What? I don't watch baseball, dog. I don't watch baseball. I root for them when they get in the playoffs, but I don't watch baseball. I've tried.
Damn.
I've tried.
You ain't watched them since you was in high school.
I watched them when they was in the playoffs.
I'm talking about before that. Oh, you was in high school last time you was in the playoffs.
Yeah. I don't watch baseball, dog. I don't watch baseball. I tried to come down here.
What you just said? Huh? You didn't watch baseball since you was in high school.
Bro, I don't watch baseball. Bro.
That's crazy. Yeah, last time you was in high school, 2008?
Yeah, I don't watch baseball, man. No, they went in 2009.
Yeah. They lost to the Yankees in the championship.
That was last time I went to a couple of the Rays games here, but bro, it was just I just couldn't get into it.
We was inside the cigar lounge playing pool.
Yeah. We sat down there. We went to the Rays game. We got some low seats because it was cheap. Wasn't nobody in there.
Like $7.
You know what I'm saying? $7. You know what I'm saying? We had the nosebleeds, but we just went down to the front because wasn't nobody in there. And even with the good seats, I was still like nodding off, falling asleep. I'm like, yo, we gotta do something else.
And they even got a bush down there. We can pet the stingrays.
For real, like there's a lot more exciting things than watching that baseball game. Like, so we found this cigar lounge, and they had a cigar lounge in the baseball stadium. Like that was just and the pool tables. So other people felt the same way we did. So we went to the cigar lounge, and watching y'all gamble in the pool in the playing pool was more exciting. But the whole room was watching y'all play because money was on the line. Like.
But you see what I mean? Like the experience of going to new places.
Yeah.
You never went to a baseball game in Philly, but you tried it. You was in a fucking cigar lounge.
I went to a game in Philly though. But it was more for the tailgate. Cause the tailgate, you in the parking lot drinking, barbecuing, like playing.
For Phillies?
Yeah. I went tailgating at a Phillies game. Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's how I went to a Phillies. Yeah, I went to a Phillies game before. It was a night game. We tailgated and then we went to the game. But we actually didn't go into the game until like the 7th inning.
Really?
Yeah. We didn't actually
go
to
that.
Yeah. We didn't go to the game inside the stadium until like the bottom of the 7th. It was dope though. It was dope out there.
Sound like you get this experience, man. So listen, my name Tyreek. I'm trying to move to LA. What should I do, Shell?
Tyreek, first, bro. Why you going to LA?
Like, I'm trying to become an actor, man. I'm trying to become an actor. I'm trying to get to Hollywood. I'm a good ass actor. That's why. Damn.
All right, first, man. You ever been there before?
Man, I've been there one time, man. I was only there.
How long ago was it?
Man, I was only there for 2 days though, bro. That shit was too expensive. That food, the plans was.
Yeah, I don't know then, bro. If it's too expensive for you, then I don't know if you need to go to LA.
Man, that was before though, man.
Bro,
It's
it's
2023 now, baby.
All right, you better be ready to hustle when you get down there.
I got my agent.
Nah. You're gonna have to have some money coming through, bro. You know what I mean?
No.
The agent, you sound like you putting money out. You gonna have to have something coming in.
No,
bro.
but for real though, listen. We talked about what you should do. Let's talk about your experience on what did you actually do in your experience of getting here. How did you get here? How did you get to where you are right this second?
Like what you mean?
I mean, like, how did you get to like Florida when you relocated? You said what you should do, but we don't know how you did it. How did you do it?
Yeah, that's literally what I did. Like, when I knew that I wanted to come to Florida, Tampa was just a place that I knew some people. My aunt and my uncle, they had high things to say about it. So I came down here and visited. I decided I was going to spend a week here, just to go around the city, go to the beaches, like learn the neighborhoods, and just see if I could actually just picture myself living there. You know what I'm saying? Because if I didn't feel like I could live there, like if I didn't picture myself actually living there, then I probably wouldn't have did it. But I came here, I seen that it was cheap, I seen that it was beautiful, I seen that the weather was great. The people that I came in contact with seemed like nice people. So I just said, let's do it. Like let's make this the first stop. You know what I mean? Like I was committed to getting out of Philly. I was committed to that. So I didn't know if it was gonna be Tampa or somewhere else, but I enjoyed Tampa, so I committed to that. And then after I came for vacation and learned the area, I started looking at what area I wanted to work, what area did I want to live. So I lined those up. I looked for jobs in a certain area, which was Brandon, Florida. I found a job and an apartment in the same area. So lined those up. I came up for the interview, flew up for a day, came up for the interview, got the job, went back to Philly, throwing out shit, packing up shit.
So when you went back to Philly, what was your time frame to get back to Florida?
Well, I told the job that I wanted to put my 2 weeks in at my job. Which I did. I just quit. But I used that time to just continue to pack things up. And I knew I wanted a week of, just kind of
enjoying it.
Yeah, just enjoying the train. Yeah, just enjoying everything, man. I spent some time in Philly with my friends, saying my little goodbyes or whatever. And then I made the drive. So from Philly to Tampa, it was about 18 hours. So I made it to where I was gonna take that week off, and then my mom lives in North Carolina, so Philly to North Carolina is about 9 hours. It was basically like the midway point from Philly to Tampa. So I stopped in North Carolina, chilled with my mom for like a day or two. Then finished the ride off to Florida, man. Broke me down here.
Yeah.
I remember the first.
Was there? You know, a lot of people be like, man, I don't got enough money to do it. Was there?
I was broke as shit.
My question was there a certain amount of money? Like, I gotta save this first before I do it, or is it like, man, I'm just doing it?
A certain amount.
A lot of people think it's like, oh, you need like 10,000 to save up or something like that. Was there, or you just did it? Or was it like more of like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna make it work?
Yeah, I just you gotta add up your bills and know what job you gonna be doing, as long as that. I mean,
so you don't recommend like nothing
like saved up.
Yeah.
I mean, I would recommend it. Yeah, if I'm talking about my experience, no, I was ready to get out.
I'm just gonna make it work.
Yeah. I was nervous. I keep it a bean, dog. I was nervous as hell, yo, because even I had a check engine light on my car. I had a check engine light on my car, dog.
Did you cry?
Did I cry? No, I never cried. I got a little emotional. The first time I got emotional was when I signed my lease for my apartment. Yeah. And I just, you know what I'm saying, they gave me the keys. I went into the apartment. Nothing was in that motherfucker. I sat on the floor and I was like, damn,
I can't believe it.
Like, I really did this. I really did this. Yeah. Like, that was probably the most emotional I got, dog, because I literally did not know how I was going to do it.
Right.
I literally didn't know how I was going to do it. Like I said, I didn't have nothing saved up. I stayed at my aunt's crib for like 3 months. Just continue to learn the area and stuff like that, and see where I wanted to be at, where I wanted to live at, and then
yeah, man. I feel you in that transition when you was like, man, damn, I can't believe it. Cause I kind of had the same feeling. Yeah. So for me, my transition from Philly was, Shell was here already. He had got his apartment. And I'm like, man, I've been trying to live in Florida all my life since I was a kid. I didn't know people could live in Florida. I just thought Florida was Disney World.
Yeah, this was your dream before mine. I didn't think I didn't know
people could live in Florida. When I was a kid, I just thought Florida was Disney World. So, you know what I mean? I got older. I was like, man, when I found out, I was a kid and we visited, and then like kids was getting off the school bus. And I'm in the pool chilling. My pop had a condo at the time, and they coming off the school bus. I'm like, why y'all coming on the school bus? Y'all live here? They like, yeah. I'm like, so you get to go in the pool every day? Like, that shit was like, it was like unbelievable to me. So ever since then, I was a kid, like, yeah, I'm gonna move to Florida one day. So I got to college. You know what I mean? I was going to Miami like twice a year and just enjoying it for spring break and Memorial Day weekend. I would go there twice. Then Shell moved down here, and I was like, oh, Shell moved in there. I'm gonna apply for some jobs. I applied to some jobs. I got an interview. I told Shell, I got an interview. I was literally at work at Philly. Got the call. They said, can you be here tomorrow? I said, yup. I went back into my job. I fucking booked a flight and literally got on a flight the next day. And came down here, stayed with Shell. Probably like 2 or 3 days where I went to do the interview. And we went sightseeing. We went to the beach a little bit. We went to the Kennedy, to the little club. And everything. Yeah, we had a good time. So I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely moving here. So I told them, they called me back and said they said I got the job. And I was like, my sister was graduating from college that year. And that probably happened in April. No, it probably happened in February or March. And I was like, my sister graduated in May, and my mom wanted me to stay and watch my sister graduate from college. So I told her I'll be back in May for sure after I watch my sister graduate. So I did that. I literally the next day after she graduated, got in the car, came down here.
That's crazy. Yeah, you say that. Yeah, it was the next day.
Yeah,
that's
so
crazy.
Abe made a good ass breakfast for me before.
That's what's up.
He cooked a good ass breakfast. Everybody came to breakfast and say bye or whatever.
That's what's up.
A little brunch and had some good food. And I hopped in the car. And left, and I came down here and I was sleeping on Shell floor for a month.
Wait, how did you do it? Because you did something I didn't know about.
What?
the train.
Oh yeah, the auto train. So
I didn't know about
drove,
this when I moved down here.
So I drove to Virginia, and Virginia is an Amtrak train where you put your car on there and you sit on there. Then the train drive you to like near Orlando, and you drive from. I drove from Orlando to where he lived. So you on the train for like 16 hours or something like that.
And you could pretty much pack your car up with all your stuff in there, and then just drive it to
Virginia.
Virginia, and they'll just take your car and take you on the train, and they'll take you there. I didn't know about that.
Save some miles for your car, and you get the. It kind of was fast. I mean, you think 16 hours, but basically you get on there like 4 o'clock after loading everything up. It probably take off like 6 o'clock. They serve you dinner there, so like eat dinner like 7 o'clock afterwards. They show you a movie and stuff like that. But you fall asleep, and then you wake up in the morning. It's breakfast. You can get breakfast, and then after breakfast you get off the train. It go by so fast.
No, I definitely would have did that with my check engine light on.
Yeah, like it went by so fast. You can't even tell. Like if you say like it don't feel like 16 hours. Basically, you ate dinner, went to sleep, and then you was there. That's what it really felt like. And it didn't feel like that whole time because you sleep throughout the whole night. And but I got here, stayed on shell floor, and I was like regretting it a little bit. I'm like, yo, I'm sleeping on this nigga floor. I had a house. I had a fucking bed, had car, I had fucking dishes, I had fucking, like, this shit that's going in your head, you count all the shit that you had before, like, fuck, why did I come here and I ain't got shit? I can't even fucking, I can't even cook myself some bacon. Yeah. So, like, it's like literally, like, I ain't got nothing when I just had everything. Yeah. But that's some of the things that you gotta, like, sacrifice to get to the next level you trying to get to. So, when I finally did, like, I was looking for the apartment, like, that whole month. And then like a month later, I did get the apartment, and that's why he was saying like he got emotional when I was like driving to like the new apartment to like move in and stuff like that. I got the emotion like, damn, I'm really in Florida, like fucking. I dropped everything what I had and left. Like, I didn't really bring nothing with me but my clothes. I didn't bring none of the.
Nope.
Like, people don't understand.
I had 2 luggage bags. I was like, yo, I'm out of here. Like,
yeah, people don't understand the shit that you like forks and spoons and cups. You don't have none of that shit.
No,
you literally gave all that shit up. Some simple shit that you don't even think about that you normally would have. A refrigerator, like you ain't got shit. You ain't got shit but my clothes. I'm fucking boots, sneakers, shorts. That's all I fucking had. Probably wearing the same thing over and over. And I remember.
And we was younger too. Like we was younger and we was just trying to figure it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was 24, I think. I was 24. Yeah, I was like, and I never lived on my own in Philly. Like, you know what I'm saying? I lived with my peoples. So this was like my first apartment all together. You know what I'm saying? And I did it out of Philly. So I was like, God damn, it was just hitting me.
And like for like a while, a long ass time, I ate peanut butter and jellies and chips every day for lunch. Like I made myself 2 peanut butter and jellies. I bought a big bag of chips, poured some in the little bag, ate that shit every day for lunch. Like that's what I fucking ate. So like even like I didn't even go to like I didn't eat fast food for a long ass time, and it wasn't because I didn't choose to. It was that I can't go buy no fucking. Now they got food for it and shit, but before they didn't really have that. So it wasn't even like I could go to the store and buy me like meals for it. So I used to like literally eat peanut butter and jellies all the time, and fucking used to eat rice and chicken. So like
that was my thing, dog. Rice and chicken. I cook that every single day, yo.
Yeah, so you sacrifice a lot. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be regret. Like,
it's gonna be a lot of uncomfortable moments.
Because you be like used to being comfortable. You got all the stuff you got your family, friends, a bed to sleep in, all the shit that you used to.
Shoot.
And you ready to sacrifice that shit for the better good. And now look at us. You living pretty good.
At first, I'll say even to the people, like we talk about it now, like connecting with people and stuff like that. That even took me time. Like I had to learn how the area worked, or learn how to force myself to get into those uncomfortable situations. Like I wanted to be at home a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, I gotta get out. I gotta meet people. I gotta learn the neighborhood. I gotta learn the area. I gotta learn where I live at now.
Right.
So I would literally force myself to go out every single day and explore something. I had to explore every single day, yo. Like I was learning it. I was finding a new restaurant, finding a new bar, finding some place with a dope view, finding a new beach. Every single day I was going somewhere just to explore. It cost you nothing, yo. Like nothing. Just gas up the car, go find somewhere and just sit down. It's like, yo, I like this area. it's something peaceful and therapeutic about that too, because you learning yourself at the same time, because you don't know what you're going out and gonna find.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like these places that you're going to, you don't know if you won't like it or not.
Yeah.
Until you get there and you feel it, it's like, damn, this is nice.
Yo, speaking of that, man, you saying that things like that you gotta get comfortable with is talking to people, because in Philly you don't talk to nobody you don't know. You like somebody like speak to you like what this nigga speaking to me for?
Yeah.
But here I remember like my first time. I told you I used to eat peanut butter and jellies every day. I went to the store to get some peanut butter, and the girl was like, "Hey, have you like the cashier?" She's like, "Oh, you getting this peanut butter? Have you tried the honey peanut butter? Like, have you tried like she having a whole I'm like." Why is she? But she just like having like that's how people is here. Like they have the whole conversation with you, and I mean, and she just being friendly. Yeah. So I just had to get something.
That honey peanut butter sound fire. That sound fire.
I'm like, what? I mean, to me at the time, I'm thinking like, why she want to have a conversation? I'm like, that's weird. Why
That's
you want
a
to have a
good
conversation?
recommendation right there.
Yeah, but it's just like people here, they talk to you.
Yeah.
Have, I mean, no matter where you come from, everybody.
You still got some assholes. Like you still got some assholes, but yeah. You know, you just gotta be more willing and open to talk to people, yo.
For sure.
Cause they can give you some game too. Like I used to always go to like happy hours and stuff or bars early because I could talk to the bartenders. I learned like, yo, bartenders be knowing the city. Like they tell you where to go, what area to go to, the kind of people you're gonna meet. You know what I'm saying? So I found myself like going to different bars like early just so I could talk to the bartender before he got like too busy and too crowded, and they could tell me what different spots to go to and what areas to go to. Like you just gotta get out and explore, yo. If you go to, don't be in the house, cause I met some people that moved here from other places, and they didn't know nothing that was going on in the city,
right.
Or they've never been to all of these like dope places. It's like, yo, you gotta get out and find these places.
I remember one time we met the girl from St. Pete, and she never went to the beach. I'm like, how the hell you live in St. Pete and never go to the beach?
It's crazy. I've never been to this beach yet. It's like, yo, Tampa probably got like double digits in beaches, like, but people only know like maybe 2 or 3, and it's like, yo, you gotta get out and explore, because all of these places give you a different experience.
All right, man. Before we go, what's the moral of the story?
Yo, man, if you feel like you need to change, or if you feel like you're missing something, you want to experience something new, and you think that relocating might give you that fulfillment, man, just do it. Like, don't be scared, don't be afraid. Do your research. Don't be scared to meet new people, because you could be sitting on your couch wherever you are and find a way to interact. We got social media now, like we got the internet now, like find ways to interact with people, and the people that may live in a city that you want to go to, or a city that you may want to live, you can directly communicate with somebody that's living in those places. And you know, you gotta decide on your own, but they can give you some insight on that place. And if you talk to somebody that say they love living where they live, that's a good indicator that, yo, I might want to check this out. Right. You know what I'm saying? So if it's something that's in your heart that you think that you want to do, man, just do it. Don't be scared.
Man, what I would say is don't be afraid to start over too. Don't think everything has to be perfect before you have to move, because it don't. It's okay to start over. It's okay because you can do it. It's not nothing like you can't overcome to do. So if you feel like, man, I can't do this because I ain't got 10,000 saved. I can't do this because I ain't had nobody to get my couch there. It's okay to start all over.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Like, because you definitely can do it. It's gonna be a temporary time where you don't have the things that you usually would have, but you definitely will overcome it.
And you could end up having something better. So
for sure.
You never know.
For sure. But man, that's another episode of Gas. Make sure y'all want to get some merch. Go to gas5.shop. Man, we got the hats, we got the t-shirts, we got the rugs, we got the cups, we got everything you need.
Yeah, everything you need.
So make sure you go to check that out. And if you need some bottles delivered to your house, go to cwspirits.com. Use that promo code GAS5. Get you a discount. Don't tell nobody though, because we don't want you to like share our discount code, man. That discount code for you for listening. That's for you for listening. So be exclusive and use that discount code GAS5, man. We sign up for another episode of Gas. Make sure y'all like this. subscribe, leave our comments, man.
Sir.
And then leave a comment to let me know where you want to live, man.
Yes, sir.
What you want them to drop? What you want them to drop in the comments?
Yeah, drop what cities you want to move to, man. Drop if you ever been to Tampa before, man. Next time.
Drop the cities you from.
Yeah,
drop the
man,
cities you want to move to.
Yeah.
Man, just talk to us, baby. We need to talk to
If
you.
you ever see yourself in Tampa, we'll show you where to go. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, man. It's another episode of That Gas, man.
Gas.
We love you.